So today we'll talk about how to connect to website and read the content from a website. Okay. First we need to connect to internet. Okay. The step one. Okay. So we have a library called as request. Okay. So I'm going to first import that. Again, if you don't have it, you have to say pip install, right? I think I have three starters. I may not have. Let's see. Import requests. Okay. So if I run it, okay, yeah, request. So request will help us to connect to internet. Okay. So for example, let me open a web page. Okay. Just a second. We'll open a Wikipedia page. Okay. So you see this page, Wikipedia page. I will connect to this site. I'll read the content from this table. Okay. I'm going to read this table here. Let's see how we do it. So first we'll go back. What is your link? Okay. Now to get the content, we have to simply say, I say website say request dot get. Okay. And here you pass the URL. Okay. Okay. URL equal to link. Okay. Now you can print the content. Okay. So you get response 200. Response 200 means that you have successfully connected. Okay. Now we want the content, right? So say dot text. So see, the entire content is read. That's it. Okay. This is how you will read the content from website. Now the content is in our hand, right? It's this variable website content. Now we can play with it in the sense, try to understand the code. Okay. So one thing is, if you know HTML, okay, it will be helpful. Everybody, do you know what is HTML?
Sir?
HTML.
HTML.
Okay. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. Okay. And this is the language in which people develop website. Okay. So HTML is the basic thing if you're developing website. Okay. So for example, okay, I'm going to develop a website quickly to show you how it works. Okay. So I'm opening a notepad. Okay, and I will save it as .html. So save as. Okay. I'll put it as hello.html. Okay. save it. Okay. So when you create hello.html, okay, and when you right click on it and you say open with any browser, okay, open with, let's say I use Brave, any browser, you can open with any browser, web page. So there are some rules that we need to follow. Okay, let it come up. Okay, so let it come up. Meanwhile, HTML is a programming language. Okay, it is always followed by header. Okay, you see this hello.html. Okay, so first these are the code. Okay, every code has a closing code. So if the code is HTML, okay, it is written in angular bracket, less than code and greater than. This is how you write code. So you say less than HTML greater than, and you should have a closing quote again, closing tag. So same thing, okay, closing tag is same, okay, but you have to put a forward slash, okay. So all the code has to be within HTML, and the HTML code has two parts to it. One is called header, head. So head will have closing tag, and then you have body. Okay, so HTML has two parts, head and body. It is case insensitive. Okay, it doesn't matter whether it is small or capital. It doesn't matter. Okay, body tags are case insensitive, not text. Okay, so HTML is fine. You know, you will put HTML, then you'll put head and body because it has two parts. Okay, so you have to put head and body. Now, in head, we put information about the page. Okay, in body, we put information. Okay, in body, we put information which is to be displayed. Okay, so if I save it and I go back, I open with say Brave itself. Okay, so this is the structure. Okay, now I'm going to write a first head tag, which is title. Welcome to my website, and you will have closing title. Okay, now when I save it and when I refresh it, right, after making any changes, you have to save there and refresh here. Then only you will be able to see the change.
Okay.
Now, if you see, welcome to my website is printed here. Okay, welcome to. So I can put date here, right? So 8 August 2022. Save it and you refresh. You see 8 August 2022. This is the title tag. Okay, so
Yes,
title tag, okay, is to display the title here. Okay, now in the body, I can say H1 is a header. Okay, then you have header tag H1, H2, H3. So H1 is the biggest. Okay, then you have H2. Okay, so I'm going to say H1. Good morning. Okay, H1. Always will have open and closing tag. Then I'll say,
forward slash, sir.
oh yeah, you're right. I missed the forward slash.
In the last but one and body closing also forward slash.
Ah, yes, here also have to put forward. Yeah. H2. Have a good day. H2. Okay, now save it and you refresh it. Good morning, have a good day. Okay, so these are called your HTML tags. Okay, always you will have, okay, there are some tags BR and P. P is for paragraph, BR for break line. So see here, if I give any number of space and if I run it here, oops. Okay, so you will not get space. Okay, to give space, you have to say BR. BR. BR is one of the few tags which will not have a closing tag. When you say 3BR, 3 empty lines will be created.
Okay.
Yes, so to give an empty line, you have to say BR, break. Okay, it will give. So it's one of the few tags which will not have a closing tag. Okay, apart from that, you have font and you can create your own generic tag. Okay, we'll not get into that. What is important for us to know? So see here, this is the title. Okay, list of Indian people by net worth, Wikipedia. This is the title. Okay, and these are different tags here. So to read the tag, so this is the text now. Okay, this is like a text. Now you can you can use your string properties to work with this, and you can get your job done. But if you do not want to, working with strings can be very difficult, can be cumbersome. So what we'll do is we'll convert into HTML tags, and then we will work with the HTML tags. Okay. So to convert into HTML tags, we have to use something called as beautiful soap. Okay. So it is part of BS4. So I'm going to say from BS4 import B capital. Beautiful soap. Okay. Using this, so this again you need to import using pip install BS4. This is not available by default. Okay, you have to install it. Okay, now we have to create text into HTML, text with HTML, and then we can call the HTML tag directly to get the content. Okay, that's why we're converting to beautiful soap. Now I'm going to say I'm going to create object s equal to beautiful soap. This is the class name, so I'm passing the values to the init, and I'm going to say link, right? Link is the content, correct? Link, no, not link, website content, right? We need the content that we'll need to beautify. Okay. And which format?
Dot text.
No. Website is .text only, right?
Okay.
Okay. And then the format. LXML is the format. There are multiple formats. Okay. LXML is the format to read the HTML. Okay. So you have to guess a format LXML. So this is the content, and I'm converting this content into LXML format. Okay. Now, okay, if you want to print, you can say print s dot prettify. It has a function called prettify. It will put the tag in proper order. Okay, it will look good to your eyes. I mean, it's not compulsory, but it will look good to your eyes. So see, HTML, body, right? Okay, it has made what happened? Oh, I don't want to click the detail. Yeah. So it has, okay, it looks better now. Just to make it look better. Now we'll see how to read HTML tags and get the information. For example, I need to read the title tag here. This is title tag, right? How do we read the content of title tag? Okay, so tags are common, right? Every website will have same tag. So I'm going to say print, okay, print s dot title. Now, s dot. Okay, title I will convert into string. Okay, we'll comment all this. Okay. Okay, so see the title is printed here, right? You simply say s dot title, you will get the content. Now, every HTML will have only one title page. Okay, so it is easy to get. But if you have multiple titles, okay, first one will be displayed. Right?
Yes, sir.
Now you have next we'll see a tag. A tag, okay. Um, a tag is for linking, okay, website link, hyperlink, okay. So when you have to hyperlink something, okay, so let's say I add here, okay, here I'll say click here to visit Google web page. So here I want to add a tag. Okay, so you will say here a href is the link. So I'm going to say https://www.google.com. Okay, and then you close it. And after a, you will say closing tag a. It's called a tag. A tag will provide hyperlinks. Okay, so a the link, close it. Okay, here, and then I'm closing the hyperlink here. So when I refresh it, see, click here to visit Google page. So what happened? What happened to here? Oh, I see. This has to be inside, is it?
Yes, sir.
So you refresh it. Yeah. Click here to visit Google page. When you click on it, Google page link is opened, right? These are called A tags. And of course, you can have multiple A tags, isn't it? So now let's say I want to read all the A tags. So if I say A dot title, S dot A, I will get only first tag, right? But I want to read all the tags. I'm going to say print S dot A, okay, S dot A, and let's run it and see what do we get. Okay, so this is the first tag we got, A tag, A ID top. Okay, A ID equal to top. This is the first A tag we got. Okay, I want to find all the tags, right? So I'll say soup. Okay, find all. Find all, and I pass A here. This will find all the A tags. You see, all the A tags is. This is how you can read multiple tags. Okay. Okay. So now our aim is to read the table here, right? So table, okay, is created in table format, table tag. Okay. So you have one, two tables. Okay. So I will read. So instead of A, let's say table. You see, all the tables are displayed here. Complete table is displayed. It will have multiple tables. Okay. So what I'll do is I will put this in a variable. Okay, because we need to iterate through this table to find the table of our choice, right? I'm going to say tables equal to this. Okay, fine. Now we need to find out of all those tables, which one is ours, right? So there is a way to do that. If you go to any web page, okay, and when you say right click, and you'll have option called show source. Okay. Okay, I have it in Hindi, but you can see, you can press Control U, or this says show source. Show source. So this will show us the code of that. Okay. The same thing which we fetched using Python, you can right click and you can see all this. Okay. But I mean, we don't know which table this is, right? So we have to do inspect elements. Okay, if you go here and press F12, function 12, it will open the code side by side. Okay, and if you move your cursor, it'll tell you which part is connected to this. So if you say head, we all know, right? Head will not be linked to the content. Now here, okay, this parts. So instead, what I'll do is I will try to click here on this. Okay, so to do that, I need to know which portion here, right? So now see this portion is getting more than what we need. Okay. We have to expand content here. Okay, so this is taking whole thing, right? So our code will be somewhere inside this. Site notice, of course not. Okay, this is also more. Okay, this is also more. Okay, and it has to be table, right? Again, yeah, there's no way, right? We have to go and figure out, okay, which table is doing all this. Okay, this is the side thing. This is footer. This will go down. Okay, so it should be above this. Okay, you see this table class, right? If you click here, this table is not selected. Okay, if you click here, this table is selected. So this is the query. This is this table value we need. Understood? Right? So there are see if there's only one or two tables, then it is easy to do, or you can just try one and then it doesn't work. But there are many tables here. So now this is what we need. Okay. So it's a table and the class name is wiki table sortable jQuery table sorter. That's the class name. Every table will have a class name to uniquely identify the table. Right? So now in the program, I'm going to read this table. So how will I read this table? I'll go here. Okay. I don't need all table now. Find all. I need to find table which has the class wiki table sortable, right? So I'm going to say my table, something like this, equal to, okay, s dot find, okay, find, okay, s dot find what? Find table, correct? And now next one is class. Okay. This is how we give the class name. Now we have to go and get the class name. Class name, if you see, is this. Okay, wiki table. This is jQuery, right? We don't want jQuery. We want class of wiki table sortable. Wiki table sortable. Okay. Now with this, the table will be with us. Okay. Now, see, I told you your logic, okay, of loop, if, all those things you have to learn. There is no option for that. Now, how to read a table? You should know that it's a request we can do. How to read a table if you don't know? Go to Google, okay, and you can say Python code to read a table, okay, using beautiful so. So you don't have to remember, okay? So the purpose of my training is that to make you independent, to know everything that is possible, okay? Now, if you have, of course, you may not be able to remember how to read a table, okay? Just go and type, and then, you can go. Stack Overflow is the best place to look for. Okay, start asking them. Okay, so they have written the code, they are facing problem.
Okay.
Right, so this is how you can read. So this is how you can read table, right? And you can say attribute equal to class. Okay, body table, find t body. Table.find will help us to find a particular thing. So you may not be able to remember every code, right? So bits and pieces you have to, you may not get exact code as it is, right? So that's why it is important that you know what you want, and you have to search in Google bits and pieces code. You have to then build it and develop it. Okay. So in our case, now we know which table. Okay. Now we need to find the link to that table, isn't it? So yeah, this is our table. I'm going to say, okay, now you want the table links here. I'm going to say table links equal to my table dot find all. Okay, then you can give A here. Yes. So here it will find all the A's to this. Okay. So this is how you can read the content. Now what I'll do is, if you see here, so you have the name here, right? Then you have net worth, company, right? So we will be reading all this information. So I'm going to create an empty list. Okay, I'm going to say as rich Indians or something like that, equal to empty list. Okay, now I'm going to say for L in table links. Okay. Okay. Now, before we do that, we do know the values and then the links, right? So let's print this table link and see what is there inside. So you see this. So each table has a title. And title is what? Rakesh Jhunjhunwala, title Yusuf Ali, title Lulu Group International, right? Title Ravi Jaipuria. So title is the name, right? So in HREF, title has name. So if I want to read only the names, okay, I can say title here, right? So I'm going to say, okay, for L in table links, okay, okay, rich Indians, right? Dot append. And here I'm going to say the L will have the value, right? So L dot get. L dot get, not get text. And here you give the value that you want, title. That's it. So after this loop ends, you will have all the list of Indians. So print rich Indians. You run it. See, you got all the values here. Okay, no, my mistake. No, probably because this print is printing that. Okay, that's why. It should be okay. Okay, yes, now you see.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now you know that here, net worth and the USD, they are not, part of names, right? So before printing, I can say rich Indians dot pop. Okay, index 0. And one more time if you do 0. So net worth in USD is gone. Correct? Now you see, title is name for both Mukesh Ambani and Reliance Industries. So you have name, company, name, company, name, company, name, company. Okay, so it is there for name and company both. Okay, so you have to, okay, get all the names. That's the properties of list, isn't it?
Yeah.
But finally, the web page content is in your Python list. Now you do whatever you want to do. So this is how you can read the content from the website.